Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in my video was found on a public domain. The full disclaimer's down below. Lots of love and many blessings your way. And a great big old thank you to my buddy Peter for all your creative work. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, can you turn the page? What happens after that? Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. What's on the next page? See? There's his bill. What are you talking about? Those are his ears, silly. It's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread. Turn the page. Is that the piece of bread? Let's turn the page. Let's show everybody. It's a rabbit, and he's about to eat a carrot. Let's go to the next page. Look, Arch. That's the cover. Let's go to the next page. Wait, listen. Did you hear that? I heard duck sounds. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass. There, see? Look, Archie. It's flying. Flying. It's hopping. Let's turn the page. Look, the duck is so hot, he's getting a drink of water. No, the rabbit is so hot, he's cooling off his ears. That's the sun, and what's that? Fish. Let's turn the page. Let's see what else happens. Look at the duck through my binoculars. Sorry, still a rabbit. Let's turn the page, then what happens? Let's turn the page. Here, ducky, ducky. Here, you cute little rabbit. Oh, great. You scared him away. Archie, look, you didn't scare him away. I didn't scare him away. You scared him away. Let's finish this book first, then we'll have that book. You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now, I'm actually thinking, that it was a duck. We'll read this one next. That it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? What happened? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look! An anteater! That's no anteater. That's a brachiosaurus. Let's turn the page. What's next?
Wow, I picked up on a lot watching this video. My heart's broken for this baby. She has no maternal bond with this baby, not a natural one at all. Doesn't this feel like a total gig? Like another acting job for Meghan? The frustration in her face, man, she cannot hide it. This little baby is too cute. I love all babies, but he's adorable. But watching this morning in the doctor's office, he came in and was asking questions, being nosy, and I explained to him this is a child and his mother. And my doctor knows, you know, I do some things online, and he thought maybe this was a program of random people breeding the children. And in his professional opinion, he said that child has a complete disconnect with that mother. There's no natural bond between this baby and that woman. And of course, as a doctor, he pointed out the fact that the baby had a beet red ear and he was digging in it, and that they needed to go ahead and schedule him an appointment to have his ear infection cleared up. He has no clue who Meghan is. He knows who Prince Harry is, but he doesn't keep up with any of this. So we watched just for a few seconds, the doctor and I, and he laughed and just shook his head and said there's no way. I also noticed this major disconnect between Archie and Meghan. I also noticed that she was getting quite frustrated. She wanted the entire scene to be perfect. And when he would squirm, the frustration just had no choice but to come out in her face. Her eyes remind me of Casey Anthony's eyes. Now, if you're not familiar with her, Google her. When the baby started squirming, dropping books and stuff, she was looking behind the situation as if she needed assistance to calm the baby down. Another thing I noticed, and you probably did too, when the baby began to cry, she mistook that cry for laughter and started laughing along with him. What mother of a 1-year-old, right, doesn't know the difference between a cry or a laugh by this time? When she tried snuggling up to him and giving him kisses, he was pulling away from her, and at one point, he turned and stretched his arms out towards someone else. And in my opinion, y'all, she is so shallow. She was trying to show off some Ivy League scholar child. At the end of the book, that child was saying dad, 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 dad. And she thought that he was saying duck rabbit. She goes, yeah, duck rabbit, duck rabbit. You know what? I pick up on embarrassment. She acts as if she's embarrassed of this boy. Not at all proud of him, and that's just my opinion, but that's what I picked up on. And let me ask you this. Every time we see her, her makeup, her foundation gets darker and darker and darker. We can see her pale makeup line. Can she not? It's so frustrating to me. I'm not kidding, y'all. I feel kind of worried for this baby. And where are those red locks that Ellen was talking about? And why can't I see them? Do you see them? And I'm kind of confused. He looks like he's maybe 9 months old, but his body is like that of a 1.5-year-old to me. He has some very large limbs, but looking at him, he just looks so little. So just keep paying attention to her facial expressions. She cannot hide her feelings. Okay, so I don't know if by now you guys have heard this, but the publishers started canceling all of these pre-orders. Everybody was wondering, hey, why am I getting a refund from the book that I pre-ordered? And Scobie, of course, took to Twitter and said it was a glitch. We fixed it. Y'all go ahead and reorder again. Let me tell you something. Here's what was told to me this morning. It wasn't a glitch at all. When they first announced that they were going to write this book, and it's going to be out in June, and then they extended it to August, all sorts of PR puff pieces were written about it. Oh, it's going to be filled with secrets about the royal family. Well, guess what? Remember how I told you guys that they had asked the royal family, hey, look, when you write this book, before you put it out to print, we need to okay it. We need to go over some things and look at the manuscript. That's all they asked. And Harry and Meghan didn't allow that to happen. This entire Finding Freedom was meant to be their story, in their words. Well, I was told that the attorneys for the royal family contacted the publishers, demanding to see the contents of this book. And the royal attorneys came back and said, look, this cannot go to print. You will not be selling this, or you guys will have a problem. So that's why the publisher decided to put a pause on it. They had to revise it, omitting quite a bit of stuff regarding the royal family. The new version of this book is going to be all about gushing over Meghan, talking about her life as a humanitarian, just kind of building her up as this saint. And of course, Harry's part in it's going to be how he chose his family over the royal family. They got in big trouble. Boy, it's fixed now. I knew it would be. Must have really ticked them off, because it was shortly after that info hit the media. They made sure to say, hey, take it all in, because that's the last you'll see of Archie for a while. Seems like such a spiteful move on their end. I have never understood people using children as pawns in their game. I'll see y'all soon, and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.